If you've been seeing a decrease in the amount of views or the amount of followers that you've been getting on Instagram lately, it's probably because the best hashtag strategies for you to be using have recently changed, and there are now 3 best hashtag strategies. By the way, the last one I'm going to share with you is by far the best, so make sure you stick around for it, because if you're not using these strategies, it's why your views and why your followers are decreasing. In fact, I just helped this creator make changes, and they gained over 30,000 followers by implementing the new hashtag strategies, and this creator over 50,000 followers, and I guarantee the same thing can happen to you, because it doesn't matter what niche you're in, it doesn't even matter how long you've been creating content for. It is easier to grow on Instagram right now than it ever has been before. But before I share with you the 3 strategies that you need to be using, you need to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, or you want to learn how to monetize these platforms, I literally upload a video about how to grow on these platforms and how to monetize them every single day, so make sure you're subscribed. On top of that, go to the link in the pinned comment below and get into my free Instagram growth course. It's going to share with you the best time to post on Instagram right now, because you can use the best hashtags. You could even make the best content, but if you're posting at the wrong time, it's one of the reasons you're not getting the views or the followers that you want. What are you waiting for? It's literally 100% free. Go to the link in the pinned comment below and get into it right now. The first hashtag strategy that you need to be implementing is 3 to 4 hashtags. Now, there are several criteria that these hashtags need to meet, so we need to go over that. The first and foremost, they need to be large hashtags, and they need to be relevant to what you're actually posting about. If you're posting about biceps, don't do a hashtag about abs. Don't do a hashtag about nutrition. Don't do a hashtag about at-home workout if it's not an at-home workout. It needs to actually be relevant to what you're talking about, because if it's not relevant to what you're talking about, well then guess what? Instagram's not gonna know who to push your content to, and like I shared earlier, hashtags are a huge component in who they actually know who to push the content to. So if you're confusing them by using irrelevant hashtags, it's why you're not getting that many views. On top of that, if you're not giving them as much data as possible, aka using the biggest hashtags possible, it's another one of the reasons that you are not getting the views that you want to be getting right now on Instagram. And these are changes that you need to make sure that you're making. Now, the second hashtag strategy that you need to be using is 7 to 8 hashtags. And before I can share with you the best hashtag strategy that you need to make sure that you're using right now, I need to ensure that you are not making the mistakes that I see so many creators making right now when it comes to using hashtags on Instagram, because a lot of people are messing this up. And quite frankly, it's a shame, because it's easier to grow on Instagram right now than it ever has been before if you're simply following the directions that I've been sharing with you throughout this content and throughout all of my other content. So a few mistakes I see a lot of creators make. 1, putting hashtags in the description just randomly throughout it. Do not do that. The hashtags need to come after your description, and you should be writing a long description. The descriptions that do the best have a great hook, have emojis with certain points, and then have a call to action at the end, getting somebody to follow for a very specific reason, but then they also have the hashtags after that. If you're not doing that within your content, it's one of the reasons you're not getting views, and it's one of the reasons that you're not getting as many followers as you should be getting right now. Secondly, you need to make sure that you are not putting your hashtags in the comment section. If you do this, 1, you look like an absolute idiot. Nobody does this anymore on Instagram. This might have worked 10 years ago. It doesn't work anymore. So please just stop doing that. It's one of the biggest wasted times that I see so many people doing. The third thing, you need to make sure that the content that you're putting out under a certain hashtag actually looks like the content that has been successful under this hashtag. If you're not qualifying your post in this reason, well then you shouldn't get mad when your post doesn't perform well, or you shouldn't get mad when you don't get that many followers from a post, because you need to make sure that you're doing these things. Essentially what you're gonna do, if you're gonna use hashtag NASCAR, you need to go under the hashtag and you need to figure out whether or not your post is actually relevant to what people are watching under that post, because here's how hashtags actually work when it comes to Instagram. Instagram's looking at them to determine who they should be pushing their content to in 2 different ways. 1, what kind of content have the people that have watched this hashtag before watch, and can I serve it to them again? And the second thing that they're looking for, because a lot of people do this, they will follow certain hashtags. So then they get served on their feed, either on the Reels feed or on the homepage feed, they get served this type of content. They also get served this on the Explore page actually. So they're getting serve this across all of Instagram. So they need to actually make sure, hey, this is a piece of content that this person is actually going to want to see. Because if you're just creating content using random hashtags, your content doesn't look like the content that's been showing under those hashtags, well then guess what's going to happen? They're going to show it to a small seed audience, nobody's going to interact with it, and then they're only going to push it to your followers, and that is the reason that you're not getting as many views as you want, or you're not getting as many followers as you want. And this is the huge mistake that I see so many creators making. And again, it's a tragic mistake, because it's something that could easily be adjusted, and it literally takes 5 minutes for you to make the adjustment. And one other mistake that I see so many creators making is they keep reusing the same hashtags over and over and over again. You should have a list of at least 30 hashtags that you're cycling through and using when they're most relevant to the piece of content you're creating. Now this brings me to the last point I need to make, which is that the last hashtag strategy you should be implementing is 12 to 15 hashtags. So the 3 hashtag strategies are going to be first, 3 to 4 hashtags. Secondly, 7 to 8 hashtags. Third, 12 to 15 hashtags. And remember, you should be cycling through these and you should be looking at your posts and seeing which one of them reached the most amount of non-followers, what hashtag strategy was used, and that's a strategy that you should use more often than not. Now, if you want to get guaranteed followers on Instagram right now, during the easiest time ever to grow on Instagram, and trust me, it's only going to get harder every single day that you procrastinate to grow on Instagram, so I would take advantage of this. If you want to get guaranteed followers, keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever, and there are two things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you, and the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up because there are limited spots available. I'm gonna be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm gonna send you new post ideas and I'm gonna critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is, this program is gonna help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on Instagram or get your money back, 0 questions asked. Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.